p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on UCY.TV.
I grew up in Utah. As in Utah, when I was a boy, everybody knew what a downwind was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Bloomgate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen. It will never happen. We cannot have a meltdown.
Hello.
You're live.
Well, here we are. Hope everybody's out of their dogma snuggies. Hope everybody can... We're going to talk a lot about San Onofre because they're trying to spin the lie of the corruption of San Onofre. Now, we have to really stay focused on the San Onofre lie. It is the poster child. As I've said from day one, we win this fight in Southern California, San Onofre, or we lose the fight. So we finally got some incredible, great freaking news. You know, Kamala Harris betrayed us. Kamala Harris, the new wannabe celebrity politician. I mean, let's get real. This is L.A. Come on, baby. This is freaking California, the celebrity home of the celebrity fucking politician. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor. I mean, you know how insane. I mean, but let's get real. We're talking San Diego County, you know, versus Orange County. I mean, L.A. is one that it's a whole beast of itself, insanity, you know, which we can tie this into Prince, you know, the whole dynamic, but the quack doctor, I'll talk about that, you know, and the whole dynamic that's going on there. But I want to get into the whole San Onofre, and I'll talk a lot about the incredible corrupt police force here in Utah. By the way, I want people to very much understand this. The most corrupt place on the face of the earth is Utah. I mean corrupt. There's a murder. You can look it up. It's important that I talk about this to protect this young woman. So right here in Riverdale, Super Bowl Sunday, everyone knows this girl. She works a lot of the bars, pretty famous young Hispanic, which dogged in Utah is freaking 80% Mexican, Hispanic, always has been. Well, maybe not 80, but it's, you know, the Junction City. Mexicans were here very first, you know, all the way back, I mean, hundreds of years ago, like San Diego. So, beautiful girl, everybody knows her. She had this biker boyfriend. And anyway, you know, domestic violence after the Super Bowl is when it all happens. It's the number one domestic violence. Say people have been partying too long, blah, 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 blah. So they get in a fight in the house. The official report is that she was arguing with him because he fucking wouldn't work. Just fucking, he's a, part of this biker gang. He's, quite a bit older than her. I think he was 41, I think. And so she supposedly, and she has an 8-year-old little girl in the house. And so she supposedly comes at him with a knife. He shoots her in the chest, then shoots her 3 times in the fucking back. Her little fucking girl's present. So he calls the cops, says, I've killed her. She come out with me a knife. Self-defense. Which, that alibi on domestic violence, and far as a female goes, has been tried probably, what do you figure? A couple million times that alibi has been tried in the United States. I mean, look up Johnny Cash's great song when he talks about it. Cocaine Blues. I shut that bad bitch down. I mean, listen to that thing. I mean, it's been tried over and I mean, so if that works, you're gonna have to fucking let out a lot of people out of prison, right? I mean, even if she did have the knife and gore, do you have the right to blow her away? Hell no. Fuck no, you don't. I mean, come on, you're a biker dude. Fuck, grab by there and take a fucking knife away. Please. I mean, domestic violence between a man and a fucking woman, and did she really have, I don't know. They say she did, so I don't know. But she's pretty famous around here. Everybody knows her. Well, the prosecutor here, we have a new young prosecutor. I went to college with him. He graduated from the #1 school of business, with me. His father, one of the professors. I know. I mean, I don't know what's a brew in the dynamic, but he doesn't charge him. So he charges him with they test his blood. He was, full of marijuana. They charged him with, smoking weed in front of a fucking child that doesn't belong to him. They charged him with, the gun he shot with him, he was illegally had. I believe he had a felony charge before something. But he was not supposed to have the weapons. He illegally shot her with a gun he couldn't even have. So they charged him with those felonies. Charged him with 5 felony counts, but dropped the murder stuff. I'm like, what? So what the fuck? So the rumor is he's a cop. So, which I'm pretty positive that he is. If you want to understand here, you talk about Dub Lawrence. I want you, look up peace officer. The most corrupt police force in the world here is they have looting laws here in Utah. So they have these task force, whatever, and they can just, they just go into people's houses and loot. These cops are they're a mafia gang. They're the criminals, and they belong to Baker gangs, and it's really spilled over. And so I think Chris, because I know Chris, I think he's like, oh my God. I mean, what could be thrown into his lap? So I don't know what's a brew, but I guess the FBI is probably going to give him, but this is a big fucking deal. I mean, so number one, I'm like, where are all the women's rights advocacy groups? Where are the children's fucking rights advocacy groups? Where are they? The grandmother has got the child now. I believe she lives in Phoenix and says the child is totally where is the Utah, services helping that woman out with this child? She's just a Mexican. That's exactly what's going. I mean, the exploitation of the Mexican in this place is beyond disgraceful. Right here where I live, County Commissioner Kerry Gibson, you can look him up. Corporate welfare dairy farmer right next to me. Historic old family. They have houses and houses full of so-called illegal Mexicans. Illegal to against federal law. This is a county commissioner. Ex-Utah state representative. Mike Lee's very close friend. Just houses all over around here through me. Little kids driving fucking tractors around here as young as 6, 7 years old. Fucking feeding their fucking cows. They milk their cows. They have very little corporate welfare farmers, 10 million in corporate welfare. Fucking milk the cows 4 times a day. Then they take the waste and spread it all over the community, put nitrates into the water, which is a major fucking issue in this country. So the exploitation of brown people in Utah is beyond over the fucking top. Look, this whole fence, this whole fucking bullshit, this whole dynamic is fucking total bullshit. It is against the fucking law to exploit labor. To pay kids like child labor is illegal. Fucking harboring houses of fucking so-called illegal is illegal. Paying cash to these people is illegal. The fucking IRS at the federal level, the state level, could clean it up in a fucking New York minute anytime they fucking want it. Why don't they? Because it's status quo. It's like Mike Lee, his buddy. Okay, Mike Lee's brother, who's a Utah Supreme Court justice. This is the most corrupt place on earth. If you don't believe me, I want you to look up the charges against the two attorney generals. So our attorney general all through the 90s and the 2000s are both up right now getting ready to go on trial on fucking 13 and 11 felony fucking counts each. He had for sale on that. They're bribery cases, you know. So these are the attorney generals, both of them. I mean, this is the most corrupt fucking place. I'm blown away what it's evolved into. I mean, just fucking Google it, look it up. It should be a major story all over. Mike Lee, so Bob Bennett, you know, during the bank bailout, the senator from Utah was head of the Senate banking fucking committee. So that's, you know, this is the teabagger revolt of 2010. Everybody knows he fucking was a big player in the bank bailout. He passed away last week. He had a stroke. So, in fact, these welfare fucking farmers I'm talking about are actually related to him. And so it's all in the family here. Via the fucking Mormon church is evolved into the fucking most grotesque fucking corporation. Mormon, I mean, everybody's leaving the church here, even long-time fucking businessmen, because they know it's a pyramid scheme. It's been leaked out. Somebody leaked out what they're paying themselves. Total pyramid scheme. You know, violating all federal fucking laws. They discriminate. It's against the law to have tax fee fucking status and discriminate. That's fucking law. It's concrete. I mean, look at all the women that protested recently. You know, I know Kelly. You know, I was at the Snout event with her father. I said, they're going to throw you all out. These are the most... oh, boy. So, excuse me. So, this police force, we have these SWAT teams that they're called county by county task forces. You know, it's a secret underground bunch of cops who, you know, and these fucking no-knock warrants, they call them, any probable cause, and we had this group of really fucking corrupt judges across here. Like I said, Dub Lawrence, you can look it up. The youngest, the ex-sheriff, Davis County, really a famous dude. His son-in-law was fucking killed, and so his son, another guy, made the incredible award-winning document about all these murders by these secret freaking gangs of cops who have carte blanche. Now, I think some of this stuff was incepted in good spirit to try to clean up these fucking, you know, drug problems. I think they started out with good intentions a long time ago. But they slowly, through the legislature, passed what they called fucking booty laws. So what happens is these cops can come in, and whatever they find, they get to keep. They go and they loot these houses. So this is a sanctuary city. There's, I would guess half of the people that live in this fucking entire county are illegals. For real. And so I was a contractor for years. They devastated the construction fucking business, and not them. So it just flipped. What you had is car salesmen, exploiters, took over all the trades. So they get crews of illegals to exploit just by huge fucking numbers of fucking exploiters. And just exploit. And so they forced all the fucking craftsmen, I grew up in a family of incredible old fucking craftsmen. You know, I had the hock and trowel in my hand for years. You know, I balanced my finance career, my academic career, my fucking hock and trowel my whole life. You know, my grandfather owned those fucking famous white fucking sand fucking pits. That old guy, that old fucking, you know, the Abe the First, the guy at Old Town. I'll tie this back into Sand and Offering. So they're able to go and loot these fucking houses. Well, they got out of control. You know, the guy, the famous case is Matthew Stewart. So, you know, a veteran from historic old family here, by the way. His father, a Purple Heart winner in Vietnam. Him and his brother, both major fucking award winners in Iraq. This kid, somebody had called and said, hey, he's got some marijuana plant in his house. Okay. So instead of doing, you know, a normal thing, he worked the night shift at Walmart. Instead of just waiting, you know, at work, whatever, they fucking kick down his fucking doors in the fucking, you know, while he's sleeping, he's out of it, and they don't think anybody's home, whatever. They don't have marked clothing, say we're police, we don't, you know, you look at these cops, I mean, they got ponytails, sideburns, they're bikers, you know, they look like fucking gang members. Well, this kid's a marksman. He's fresh home from fucking Iraq. By the way, incredible awards. He won every fucking medal there ever was. So they kick down his fucking doors, go in, and they're fucking going across. He's asleep. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. He has a gun. Everybody here has a gun. This is the gun-toting fucking capital of the world. So these intruders are in his fucking house. And you got to see the movie, Peace Officer. It's brilliant. It's done by two award-winning fucking documentary filmmakers, Dub's son and a guy named Scott Christopherson at BYU. He's in, I believe Scott's at the University of Texas in Austin now. And Dub's amazing work. So he reaches out and puts his gun out like that to show these people, I'm armed, I've got a gun. You're in my domain. First bullet flies right through his arm. Boom. So he comes out, and I mean, this guy can shoot. He comes out firing. So as soon as he starts fucking shooting, you know, he's putting bullets in fucking guys. Right now, that it's plumb full of fucking cops in there. So then it turns into hillbilly hoedown, bullets flying everywhere, which has been proving now that the cops, the first cop that was really shot right in the face was shot by another cop. I mean, they go ballistic, go fucking crazy, hee-haw, it's a fucking shootout, fucking Hail Mary, hillbilly hoedown in there. You know, he's firing, he finally goes out the back window, goes into the fucking shed, they got fucking every cop in fucking Ogden, fucking hee-haw, hillbillied out there. I mean, you know how they are. They shoot him a bunch of times. He lives. So, and another young prosecutor at the time was a guy named D. Smith, who I know him too. He wasn't elected, young. He got appointed because the old prosecutor became a judge. You know, which I think I think he was a pretty good judge. And so, I mean, prosecutor. I don't think this would ever went down if he was prosecutor, and I'm hopefully he as a judge can step back in. I know him. I think he was a good prosecutor. I think he's a good guy. I think he's fucking tough as nails. I know that. Really tough as fucking nails. And so, they lie through the fucking media like they always do. Danielle Willard, they shot her right in the face. They lied. Even the internal investigation in Utah, that's a 21-year-old female who was just wrong place, wrong time at a stakeout, and this guy named Callie, you know, said that she blew her fucking head off and lied about it. Even the internal investigation, the old police's internal investigation, comes out and says, no, he's a fucking liar. You know, and and the prosecutor files charges. Now, think about how corrupt this place is. So you get filed charges. Now, how is that possible? In the state of Utah, they can do a fucking judge screening of the case. Even after the prosecutors and the judge, they have the internal investigation police officer on the stand, and he says, no, he lied. Our internal investigation, he's a liar, he needs to be charged. The judge still throws the case out. Now, I'm friends with the dispatcher down there, you know, and There's a lot of controversy going down there now. That's the West Valley. So there's a bunch of these cases over and over and over and over. So they lie. Well, this corrupt police force has turned into a gang. And a lot of them are bikers, they're whatevers, they're people of the community, and they like motorcycles, and it's turned into this fucking cultural thing, and it's just grown and grown and grown and grown to where, it's free money, these guys, and so, is this kid a cop? I don't know, but that's the rumor around here. So, how do you go up against that without the feds' help? So the feds, back to the two attorney generals. The two attorney generals, this is the FBI lead, female, said in a press conference. She says, we handed these fucking hardcore criminal investigation on both attorney generals over to the feds multiple times for years and years and years. Slam dunk. We did all the work, and the Obama administration Fed, Holden, refused to do anything. Of course, the state of Utah is not going to do anything. Now, back to Mike Lee. Mike Lee, goes back to fucking this corrupt fucking cabal, goes back to BYU law. Now, Karl Rove, BYU law. He's from Colorado anyway. This whole apparatus out of there. So Alito, the judge who was placed on the court illegitimately by Bush, who did not win, hires all his people out of BYU law. So in Utah, we do not have open fucking Republican primaries. So Republicans win every single fucking thing, no matter. And by the way, when I was a boy, this was a blue state. Hardcore, you can look it up. Rampton, everybody was blue, as progressive as place there ever was. Then it's kind of turned into swing, and we were hardcore anti-nuclears, and so it's all shows behind closed doors. It's a club. It's a club, and I'll prove you had a club. So Huntsman Chemical. This falls back into my case. So Mike Lee is a staffer for Alito, handpicked through BYU, Karl Rove, freaking Mike Lee. Mike Lee goes up against Bennett because of the Teabagger revolt. Bennett's, obviously he's going to go down because he's head of the Senate Banking Committee during the bank bailout. He's done. So they picked Mike Lee. So Mike Lee's running as a fiscal responsible Teabagger platform, like they all ran. At the same time, Mike Lee is involved with this buy here, pay here scams, and he's built this fucking house up in Summit County, Park City, where all the LA elitists want to come now. Ooh, we saw it on TV, the Olympics. He's got this big, $1 million home that he's building. He can't afford it. His money that they were laundering through buy here, pay here, that thing it started to come apart. So can't pay the payments on it. He's living in it. It's in foreclosure. So here he's running on a fiscal saying he can't make the payment, can't make it. Why he's running for the United States Senate on a fiscal responsible thing, his house goes into foreclosure. He's renting it, trying to rent it to one of his friends, and his friend's a sponsor, a donor, which ended up being Chase. He gets elected, and no media will report it around here? None? What the fuck? I'm going crazy about it. While he's sitting United States Senator babbling his ass off about freaking fiscal responsibility, the house goes into foreclosure. Well, in Utah, that's legal tender. We're talking the collection scum capital of the world, this collection. Buy here, pay here usury, 400% it's a huge fucking shakedown. They have buy here, pay here fucking loans. This state is becoming incredibly poor. Incredibly poor. People think it's rich. No, it's not. They've exploited, because exploiting illegal labor and paying them cash is totally legal here. In all industries. So you have probably more illegal workers here than anywhere in the world. And all done under the table, all done illegally. It's created a poor economy. So in Utah, you get your house foreclosed on, you can't bankrupt here. These guys, fuck you lowlifes, pull up your fucking, unless they're billionaires who are millionaires or fake wannabe fucking Mormons, then they can file anytime they want. So These corrupt bastards, the house gets short sold, and it's short sale. You know how that works. The bank eats $600,000. In Utah, that becomes legal tender. These collection attorneys, Utah is a law school, BYU is a law school. There's scumbag, low-life fucking collection attorneys from hell are everywhere here, and these fucking rats will fucking cannibalize their fucking firstborn. They don't give a fuck. I mean, debtor's prisons here, for real. I mean, if you don't believe me, right up here in fucking Willard. They picked up a guy whose parents were killed right over here on I-15, and anyway, he got sick shortly after that, had like a heart attack, you know, a guy I know not very younger than me, and so they kept suing him for the ambulance bill. He didn't pay his ambulance bill. They went and arrested him, threw him in fucking jail in the ambulance bill, and killed him in jail. That's what they do here. So Mike Lee, the short sale becomes legal tender here. Collection attorneys pick it up, they buy it for cents on the fucking dime, and they go after you. You can't BK out of it. It is legal tender here. They have every 100% fucking right to garnish your fucking wages. 50% up to fucking everything you make. Mike Lee's making $170,000 United States Senator. They have the legal right to garnish his fucking wages. Collection attorneys can figure it and they legally can do it. Why is that none of that reported? This is the guy who's fucking trying to cut food stamps $9 a fucking month. He's fiscally responsible, who told me right to my face, you can look it up, that his father was a downwinder. Died of leukemia. How young? You know, so, and said, I'll get back to you this week, and you can look it up. That was the weekend that he showed up holding his buddy Ted Cruz up on the fucking House floor. By the way, Mitt Romney's not from fucking here. Karl Rove's not from here. Glenn Beck's not from here. These are all fucking fake fucking Mormon fucking mentally ill, disturbed, fucked up people. Now, Mike Lee's family's from fucking here. So, what is all of a sudden, here comes Chase Morgan. Oh, don't worry, Mike. Here's a fucking pork, which is illegal, not fucking unethical, illegal. Here's the $600,000. Don't worry. Ha ha, wink and a nod. We got you now. Hot stock barrel, which they always have. Unfucking real, and nobody reports. So I'm in AML, full of AML leukemia, fighting for my fucking life, full of leukemia, just like Mike Lee's father. This is the disrespect that this fucking connect. I'm fighting for my life, full of AML leukemia. And I'll tie this back to San Onofre. So, like my father, like Mike's father, like our governor, Scott Matheson here, I mean, just all of us dying of fucking leukemia. So, while I'm in the fucking hospital, you know, I fork over everything I got. I was fucking uninsured at the time because I had a fall fucking years before, and I'd broke my back, severed my fucking tongue. You know, and I exhausted my fucking insurance right there. I was uninsurable, blah, 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 blah. I was working on my PhD when I got sick. You could watch it, you know, doing what I do. You saw what I was doing trading-wise. I shorted fucking silver at 45. I turned a small fucking amount of money into a big sum of money. I forked it all over to get in. So they throw me on Medicaid automatically. You get AML leukemia, I'm here to tell you, you go right to the fucking top of the list right fucking out. You don't know disabled. You don't know fucking incapacitated until you get fucking AML leukemia. Sit there lining your fucking, I mean, unbelievable on you. So they want, under the, I mean, it finally took a member, Vincent Hansen stepped in, they misdiagnosed me. I was dying, finding away to nothing. Finally, he bone marrow, he says, oh my God. So, leukemia can present in tumors. That's what it did to me. So, which is almost always a death sentence. The type of leukemia I had is pretty much a fucking death sentence. And so, but Vincent Hansen believed in me. They took me to LDS, which is not owned by the LDS. IHC's got it. But the 8th floor is, excuse me, the 8th floor is a guy named Fimbo Peters from Denmark who's got this cutting-edge fucking bone marrow transplant who really he got recruited here by the University of Washington, by Davis, the original fucking bone marrow guy. And they fucking hate Huntsman. They call Huntsman the luxury good of death, so they started this gig there. They were going to tear down LDS Hospital. He saved it. They says, we'll give it to you the 8th floor. So I got in there. And Hail Mary is, like I said, Celeste. The fucking bone marrow, I mean, she says it. She says, I've never seen a fucking red 10. I did your paperwork when you went in. Did you right to my face? And those administrators down there can kiss my fucking ass. So, I'm in there fucking dying to go to work on them. They put the central line in near the Hickman line, which Fimbo fucking was with Hickman when he invented it at the University of Washington. So, it's an incredible unit in there. It's hardcore. It's fucking brutal. They take the worst of the worst, the hardcore of the hardcore. They don't give a fuck, and they go to work. They want to fucking chemo me 5 rounds. I made it 3. I don't even know how the fuck I made it 3. And I'm not fucking, my blood sports are so fucking tore down. I'm fucking mess, and my body's not recovering. And, they have to give up on the chemo because it's killing me. And so they're like, no, we can't chemo you anymore. And I know. And so automatically bone marrow transplant is the routine. So they're getting ready to find matches, whatever, maybe grow some stem cells. And so there's a guy named Brian Morris down there, another historic old freaking Utah, who had gone into the same unit a few years earlier, same age, same thing, same fucking OS thing. And there was a girl named Carla here who was in with me. They just called Kevin and Carla, Kevin and Carla, Kevin and Carla. 2 simultaneous OS patients going at it at the same time, the only ones in the United States. A lot of the oncology world are really watching. Brian Morris had it so fucking bad, they had opened him, which is the worst thing they can do. Worst thing you can do if you have a fucking leukemia tumor is have them open, or even lymphoma. Worst thing you can do is have them cut them out. It just seeds the cancer, and it does nothing. The only hope you got is to be fucking heavy chemo, because once you get lymphoma, you get that thing, and it's fucking on. I mean, it's a hell fucking Mary from hell. So, they went through the whole routine like he was the same way. He couldn't recover, so they sent him home without the bone marrow transplant. Group, because they just, same with me. And, just figured he'd die. He didn't fucking die. And so they had him come in. What a wonderful guy. He'd come in and talk to me and pep talk me. What an amazing man. And, I mean, you gotta realize how sick I was in there. Bone marrow, I want you to look up a bone marrow biopsy. Just look it up. That's so many of those. Look what I went through, went without sleep forever and ever and ever. So, anyways, they're giving up on me. I'm waiting for the last bone marrow biopsy. I think those are the worst 2 days of my fucking life. That's, the anniversary of Chernobyl, 2012. I'm praying, I'm meditating. I'm fucking so scared. I'm so fucked up. I know they're like, well, let's bone marrow biopsy one more fucking time, but, they know it's not looking good. And I think most thought I was going to die. There was a few of the nurses believed in me, and I think Fimbo believed in me, Vincent believed in me. And, so I'm waiting for those results. I'm fucking sure the doctors, you could hear the doctors cracking up, when they're talking to me. So they call me in, this is Kevin. We're going to take a different look, we're just going to watch you. We're going to monitor that fucking blood, and Finbo says, I believe in your activism, your intense fight, whatever, and we're going to do it through food, through diet, your hiking, whatever, and, we're just going to let you go and do what you do, and try to survive this, Kev. By the way, scumbag, which I paid in millions in my life, they denied me. Because that's the fucking neoconservative fucking ideologue fucking Mike Lee rats they are here. Which, by the way, this is the biggest welfare fucking place in the world. You can look it up. More fucking government employees per capita here. Fuck, there's more fucking corporate fucking tax subsidy welfares. These same people that hate the government, they're all fucking on it. And so, I start going, and I'm not recovering. So, I get different activists around to kind of call me, can you do this or this, And when I look back on it, I think these activists were asking me to come here and do that. They knew fucking well how sick I was. And they're calling me on the phone. I'm like, you do know that I have a platelet count of 30 right now. And, it's very dangerous for me to be fucking, people sending me stuff in the mail. I remember Ackerman sent me the very first thing I ever fucking got. I don't even know who this guy is. He's got a picture of a guy being hanging, dead man walking. I'm like, is this guy some kind of sick fucking mentally ill, demented motherfucker or what? You know, and then I started to understand, you know, he's an artist, you know, and I don't know what that was about. But, so, you know, death threats going on. So I'm on Medicaid. All they're doing is monitor my blood continually. I mean, they're all over me. You know, they're watching me like a wolf. Fimbo says, we're not losing you. You know, you're going to be a feather in our cap. So, it's going on. You know, about a year, all of a sudden, I've got some serious issues. We think the cancer's back. It's attacked my guts. I'm the same pain scenario. Everybody thinks it's back. So I'm in the fucking hospital in the middle of the night. I'm so much pain. I mean, it's the same thing. You got to realize what AML, leukemia, fucking tumors wrapped around your lower bowel are. I mean, I'm a tough guy. This fucking fight has been so... I think the pain that I've endured over the last 4 or 5 years, like, wow. I'm still fighting. I'm sick again, if you can't tell by my cough. I'm really sick. So, they conclude that I got a gallbladder infection. So they're going to cut my gallbladder out. I get a call from the gallbladder surgeon's secretary. This is June 1st right now, a couple years ago. You know, and I'm like, she says, you're uninsured. And I says, no, I'm not. I'm Medicaid. And she says, no, you're not. You were cut off on the 31st of May. I'm like, what? I never got any notification. So I call Fimbo. I talk to them. And they're like, what are you talking about? Well, the social workers and the administrators at LDS are ideologues like Mike Lee. They fucked up my paperwork. They never fucking presented my fucking paperwork. You know, Social Security comes back to me and says, we never even got paid. What? You submitted it for those guys? How many? You know, and I'm calling them, oh, sorry, I'm saying ideologue freaks down there. They hate my fucking guts. By the way, the whole group that went in there fucking massacred. I could sit and fucking name them off. Carla, DeNovo, Tracy, Paul. How about Marshall Jensen, the first guy to get the HIV injection? Look it up. Feel good stories all over. He went in the exact same time. Me and him fought together. You don't see any stories on him. He's dead. Everybody that went in there with me, the whole fucking herd, Nancy, fucking all of them, you know, these incredible husbands, they're all dead. All of them are fucking dead. Every one of them's fucking dead. You don't hear LDS talking about that. They're fucking administrators. I'm the only one alive. Yet they fucking treat me like dirt. So, not the doctors. So they got a screening process now that went in. Fimbo, so I'm cut off. So I go in one day, and they're like, Kev, we really want you this 5-year program, and really, you haven't even, you're made it 3. But we're going to cut you loose. No more monitoring. And I says, well, that's all you do anyway is monitor my blood. Yeah. And I says, why are you fucking lying to me? You know fucking well the administrators are telling you to cut me loose because I'm out of insurance. Why are you fucking lying? Oh, no, nothing like that, Kev. Okay, fuck you, bye. Good. You know, so completely cut me off. Kicked me out of the hospital. When I'm one of their fucking babies, written up in medical fucking journals. My case is written up in medical. Yet this is administrators. These fucking ideologue fucking rats. So I'm digging off. Like, what the fuck was I cut off? So I find out. John Huntsman Sr., who's one of the greatest fucking Huntsman Chemical, the luxury good of death, who makes a fucking living off, you know, exploiting fucking people. It hurts his business. That all of a sudden, Mike Lee, the ideologue fuckhead that he is, he makes a fucking ideological stand against the fucking so-called Obamacare bullshit, which was patterned after Utah. Utah fucking, Mitt Romney got fucking, it started in Massachusetts, which he got it from here in Utah. We called it CHIP. We had it for years. We're the ones that started it. So he kicks back our own money. So the state of Utah has a shortfall. These ideologue. So they have to start kicking people off Medicaid. Well, they're not going to pick children. They're not going to kick women. They're not going to kick mothers. They don't want to kick fucking even fathers, you know, family guys. So they decide to make the decision, all single male, no matter what, even if they're an AML at the top of the list, fucking thing, kick them off Medicaid. That's what they did. I was one of those guys. Falling to the window. Why? I mean, at the top of I'm like, what the fuck? Just throw me to the wolves. Okay. By the way, and I don't give a fuck how good insurance you got or how much money you got. Get AML leukemia. You're going on Medicaid. Average treatment, $1.8 million. And you can understand the hospital's got fucking, issues as far as the philanthropy. They need to take the name off at LDS. The LDS Church does not fund any of it anymore. They dried up. They don't donate to it. They're too busy building temples with their fucking money. They don't do anything fucking good. They're the fucking lying fucks. So they kicked me off. So I'm okay. I'm fucking good. Fuck them. You know me. I've been going along, doing good, doing good. So the last word inside the hospital, Dr. Oda, these guys, they talked to me. My caseworker, everything. Okay, Kevin, we're going to cut you loose, but, you need to watch yourself. You do everything. Okay, here's what we want you to do. So they give me a list. So you know the list. The tiki marks, the bleeding through the fucking arms, watching the stomach down. You know everything to watch for. You know what the signs are. If you have one of these fucking signs, we want you back in here now. Immediately. Don't waste any time. I don't care where you are. You get down here and we want you in here right now. Okay. Deal. Bye. So I'm happy thinking the whole thing's over. Well, I get sick again last December. Signs bleeding through the fucking arms, everything that fucking cancer is. So I go down there. No. They have a screening process now. They're fucking ideologues. They have a bunch of fucking nurses and doctors that are fucking run by IC. IC says, no, fuck Timbo Peterson, fuck the whole unit. We're not letting anybody in here without us. So, nope. So go to her primary care, which they know fucking well I have no primary care. They know that for a fact because they know the situation that I'm in. I'm in that fucking window. I'm totally unstable, bleeding through my arms like a fuck, into my lungs. So they do test my blood. So I end up in the emergency room, test my fucking blood, have to pay cash. And the blood work's similar, but that's only, you can only get so much out of a blood work without a bone marrow. And I don't want. So they've totally blocked me, so it keeps coming back in my lungs. And then I've had diagnosed myself because these fucking, emergency rooms again, doctors, paying cash. How can these fuckers not know after I've had this in my lungs what psoriasis is? So developed the psoriasis, pattern goes on, totally blocked me. So I'm fucking naked as fuck in the fucking window. They don't give a fuck. No, the doctors in there do, but they have no fucking strength because you got corporate fucking ideologue fucking dogs running this fucking thing. And by the way, Obamacare made things worse, not better. So there's a big group of, this is the corruption of this fucking place. By the way, again, this corporate welfare farmer, 10 million they've drawn. They own less than 100 acres, drawn more fucking corporate welfare. Fucking, they're very similar to the fucking Bundy fucking crowd, which the Bundy crowd, I mean, you got to realize what racist. Just look up fucking Clyde Bundy statements. These are the same mentality that exists here. So, anyway, so back to this ties to San Onofre. And I'm going to do a video today. You can watch it on laying out the details of San Onofre to play out. My dad, right here, the oldest boy, there was 11 boys of that age in the community. A lot of people don't know this. In the United States, first 4 sons in agricultural development of places got a pass to go to World War II. That's right. All counties, there's so many men that did not have to go firstborn sons. So there was 11 of them in this. We live in a big county like San Diego County. Weaver County is a giant, beautiful, fucking magnificent piece of landscape. In just this western part of it, there was 11 boys. They all got deferments. Well, my grandmother, oh my God, what a woman, both her brothers were already there. My Uncle Les, Admiral, what an amazing guy. Looked just like fucking Dean Martin, drank like him, fucking wit like him. Fuck, he was awesome. What a beautiful, brilliant fucking guy. My dad had his wit. So, he's already there. The story goes, my grandpa says, no, he's staying here with me on the farm. She's like, are you kidding? No, he's not. They're over there killing our family. This is, we're talking second generation freaking Europeans from Denmark. You don't think they know what pillage and fucking murder and rape was? The Prussians fucking slaughtered? She came here with a fucking 10-year-old boy. She says, oh, no, no, no. These guys are ravishing our family and relatives. Oh, no, he's going. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going. He's like, no, you're not. So she sneaks him out of the house at fucking 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Arranges for him to be picked up and off. He's on Omaha Beach. He's in the Battle of fucking Bulge. That's the family I come from. So out here, the very same people that dodged all the fucking draft, the same ones, have a draft board. So who do they draft? One fucking guy? One guy. Yeah, my dad. Who, by the way, the guy, my grandma used to call him her beautiful child. The guy looked exactly like Elvis Presley. And if you don't understand that dynamic, or what a young Elvis Presley was, and the attention he got from females, you know shit. I mean, when you say that, I mean, I used to say he looked like Elvis with buzz. I mean, this guy was a fucking famous fucking wit, fucking, I mean, my whole life. Oh my God, you're Dwayne? Yeah, I was so in love with him, you know. So my mother, the incredible, beautiful fucking pinup artist, you know. So he's drafted. He immediately joins the Marines. Off to Pendleton. Well, they know the records. So again, San Onofre, he's at Pendleton, 1951. So Teller, the fucking rat, and the whole dynamic's being run out of Cal Berkeley via San Onofre. Pendleton's at San Onofre. That's why the reactor was built there. It's at San Onofre. So they know this guy's dynamic. We want the very strongest, most dynamic, loyal, best fucking Marines we can find. They screamed. They used fucking physical tests just like Pat Tillman. My uncle was maybe one of the greatest, could be the greatest athlete ever come out of this state. This fucking guy's beat fucking cancer. He's 80 fucking what? Still wins gold medals at the fucking senior games. You know, turned down a fucking contract in the NFL. World class athlete to go on as a fucking fighter pilot in the Air Force. He says he was better than me. So, you know, he was a wild child. He's at Pendleton. Combat ready, on boats in the fucking water, headed to Korea. Turned around in the middle of the night, loaded on fucking trucks. Put out, this is the original groups. They had field hospitals set up, I mean, right next to the blast. This is the first blast. First one. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. So it said, Teller, that people in the organization say, if you do this to these Marines, you're going to kill them all. They're all going to die of fucking cancer, and so are their children. He says, I don't care. Do it anyway. So they did. At field hospitals. So what they did, they blasted them. They killed a lot of them right there in the trenches. They had temporary field hospitals set up immediately, every single one of them. They were knocked all out. They cut their tonsils out. My grandma says, this is a guy who never had a cavity. This guy was an Adonis. I mean, seriously. She says he never even had a sniffle, never fucking had a cold in his fucking life. Why would they cut his fucking tonsils? Well, because the tonsils soaked up the radiation. They put them in fucking jars. Berkeley still has them, by the way. They fucking fed them full of LSD. Why they're out? Injections of LSD to alter their fucking memories of it. They all woke up in hospitals in San Diego. My dad used to say, God, all I can remember in San Diego was, you know, in the hospitals, was those beautiful Southern California girls trying to crawl up in bed with me. Oh, God, he was funny. He was something else. My little grandson reminded me exactly of him. Same wit, looks like him. So, has his name. So, he comes home. He's so Semper Fi. But nobody can find him for a fucking long, long time. My grandmother has connections. I mean, this is Delia Myra. Wow, what a woman. She ain't fucking around. She knows Mary Eccles personally. You know, she knows Jay Mary personally. You know, these people, these dinos from here in Utah. I mean, she's on the phone in D.C. freaking going crazy. You know, my uncle, he's got all kinds of freaking power. He's a famous guy. This is a famous old historic family. You know, neurosurgeons, brain surgeons, I mean, incredible fucking family. They're not fucking around. Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? They said it was just like a movie. My uncle says it's just like the fucking movies. Here comes this fucking black car with a fucking dignitary with a fucking suitcase to the door. My grandma, you know, down the little fucking, where I live right here. You know, she's like, oh my God, he's dead. He's fucking dead. And so they come in the house. Harold's like, he's there. He's like, fuck you, don't you fucking lie to me. I mean, this is a big fucking intense fucking dude. He don't fuck around. And they're like, no, he's not dead. We can't tell you why, it's incredibly top secret, but he's alive. That was it. Bye. It's at the highest levels. We're not even supposed to do this, but this is a, gift from Mariner. He wanted to let you know. So, it's months later, out of the hospital, here he comes. Dropped off the tough lane. My uncle, like I said, the fighter pilot, so he comes walking down the lane. He says, I knew he was fucked up right then. My grandfather, what the fuck did they do to him? He wouldn't talk. Simplify. He was simplified to his fucking death, but he had a safe care. My uncle fucking, nobody even knew he was a special forces Marine probably. We'd go back and forth from fucking Pendleton. He was simplified to his fucking death. The first fucking atomic veteran fucking monument in the fucking world is to him at our cemetery. Of course he got leukemia and fucking died. Of course his children are mutated from birth. I have a twin sister. That little petite fucking beautiful, incredible pinup artist mother. 2 babies in there. Doctor fucking didn't even know there was another baby in there. One comes out and they're like, oh my God, preemies from hell, fucked up. We're fucking mutated. Of course we're fucking mutated. How could we not be? All the children of the atomic veterans. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about him. They destroy all the fucking records. 40,000 United States Marines, San Onofre. The Hollywood Marines, that's who they use. They just keep abusing their fucking force. Did it in Fallujah. Bo Biden, they kill him. Fucking Joe stands down. Fucking Barack Obama, they kill his fucking mother downwinder. You don't think those fuckers in Kansas and fucking Oklahoma got fucking hammered by the 350 over time? They got it as bad as we got it. Yeah, probably worse than we got it in northern Utah. They got it as bad as southern Utah. Killed her. He don't give a fuck. Mike Lee's fucking dad. Like, they don't give a fuck. This is the fucking disrespect that we fucking evolved into in this fucking country. Fucking this punk blows this fucking beautiful Mexican girl away in front of her fucking daughter, shot through the heart. Oh, fuck, she must have fucking been a crazy bitch. Total, I mean, where are the women's rights fucking activist groups? Where are the Hispanic fucking groups? Where are the mothers fucking groups? Her 8-year-old fucking daughter was in that fucking house. What the fuck is the matter with these disrespectful motherfuckers? And these are claimed to be a Christian community? Fucking please. Fucking beyond evil. So, I become the advocate at fucking, as a child, we're downwinder. I mean, we're American Ground Zero. My grandparents are, famous people on my mother's side. They still have the property, the little house at fucking Pacific Beach that Abe the First, the old town Mormon battalion guy, still there. Their ties in San Francisco. Close friends with Walsh there, close friends with Richard Skokar, my family. I'd get in that car and go with them as a boy. We'd spend our fucking lives on fucking California. San Onofre. Build a nuclear reactor there. I've been involved with those public hearings since the 60s. With my dad. He becomes the advocate. I mean, I think back, what a great activist he was. He fucking defended he defended other people's children. He defended the fucking community. He said something wrong, and our family was like, and that's what blows my mind about my own fucking family. My cousins, fucking thing, this huge family, we all grew up this fucking way, and we were taught by our grandparents on both sides, mine anyway. We were taught that if that's part of life, your public service and your volunteerism is part of your gift. You stand up for the community, and not at your own interest, against your own interest. That's what he did. He didn't ever talk about it as being human lab rat because he was simplified, but oh my God, the anti-nuclear, he knew. The whole place was. So San Onofre becomes the poster child for evil. The most fucked up reactor in the world. And I want people to very much fucking know this. When they try to say it got shut down because it got shut down, and I'm the guy that first fucking reported, I'll do a video this day, these lying fuckers, you could deny all my fucking work. I've been at them from fucking day one. They were cheating on the exchange inside that reactor. They're talking about the $3.3 billion right now. They were cheating on the exchange in the fucking reactor. to save themselves $1 billion. The Mitsubishi fucking generator, which the generator's parked right here behind. I'm one fucking activist that went out there full of fucking leukemia. I went out there, almost got my arm broke. It's buried right here behind fucking our house out there, just wish stump site. That's where it's at. Remember they had to build a special truck? They got caught cheating. They were fucking trying to retrofit so they could loot. Look, they were trying to cheat $1 billion, and so who's going to get the $1 billion? Peavy was in on it, the head of the California Public Commission. So they were going to chop it. Now, we're not talking the $3.3 billion that he did in Warsaw. This is before. So we cheat the exchange, which they've been doing it. By the way, Lawrence, his grandson, he attends those hearings. This guy's a fucking walking, talking encyclopedia genius. He says he can prove how they've looted $50 billion. And Peavy is a billionaire. And that's why he's in Europe. He says he's been looting his fucking money towards Swiss bank accounts. That's his words. He speaks in those hearings. He's a genius. This is Lawrence's grandson. And so, yeah, Livermore Lawrence, that guy. Tell her his fucking mentally ill psycho fucking buddy. So, where was the $1 billion they were cheating on the exchange? When they were cheating on the exchange, they had a problem with the retrofit, and it fucking spewed. And we're talking a fucking nuclear fucking meltdown. We're talking a nuclear fucking water and fucking vapor was fucking released in a big, big way. All over fucking San Clemente. Now, if you fuckers deny, it's like the fucking workers. You know, I was talking to a worker who was in there yesterday. You know, I'm like, you're fucking crazy. I mean, when you get fucking leukemia, that, you know, they take the labor fucking unions in there on shutdowns, and these labor unions, they don't know, the young ones. That's how they apprentice you in there. They don't fucking know. You don't be a fucking, the incidence of leukemia by employees at fucking San Onofre or fucking San Clemente or surfers there, it's so over the top. You can look it up. It's called fucking level 3 or 4 fucking rubs. Zirconium rubs. That's when fucking they get shakes in the fucking Stepfield pools, the fucking, right here where they make Western Zirconium, right behind my house, they make the zirconium rubs. They rub together, and it's called the low-level rub, which causes a fusion fucking event, which they gas off. All 104 reactors in the United States, you take all their fucking level rubs combined, they still don't fucking match San Onofre. Because they build it on top of a fucking fault, which everybody knew and everybody bitched. They did it anyway. These are the fucking psychos. So PD was in on the fucking deal, on this fucking shakedown. They got fucking caught, and the only reason they got caught is because a couple kids were working on the fucking exchange, not full-time permanents, but one of them was a permanent fucking employee in there. My YouTube site's going fucking crazy. I'm in the bone marrow transplant, fucking dying of leukemia in the fall of fucking 2011. Fucking going out, Kirkland, they're fucking emailing me stuff, Kevin. Hey, just like inside Indian Point, you can look it up. I do those videos. I got people right inside Indian Point says, hey, Kevin, I'm sitting here right now. You're right. The bolt charges, I'm monitoring right now. I didn't fucking say. This is the power of the fucking YouTube genre. They want to deny me. So, bang. They're like, they're cheating on the exchange, Kevin. Well, I'm so fucking sick. I'm trying to do videos out there. I'm fucking struggling to fucking stay alive. I mean, I'm going in and out of a coma. Fucking shriveling the fuck away. So much fucking pain. I mean, I look back on it. Like I said, if the cancer is back on me, I don't think I can go through that again. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking. You never know until they say, let's go. You know, and you find it inside you. So, what a fucking path. What a story. So I'm screaming, hey, they're fucking cheating on the exchange. Nobody wants to hear it. No one wants to hear it. Look, they released off fucking radioactive fucking gas all over you, and they want to say, oh, now the media's reporting, oh, the reason it got shut down was because of some bullshit, you lying motherfuckers. They had a fucking meltdown. They released fucking radioactive material all over you dumb fuckers in San Clemente. You know, it's like when I was in San Diego County, hitchhike up and down the fucking, through Carlsbad. I say, drop me off at the fucking Orange County line. Fuck them stupid fucking L.A. fuckers. Like this celebrity doctor who kills it. We'll continue this conversation in my YouTube site. Fucking corrupt fucking no integrity fuckers. No one gives a fuck. Disrespect for their own family, the animals. They don't give a fuck. Thank you, Micah Gary down there. Fucking and Maria. See you soon.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on